comp is the money. The money, workers' comp is the money. The money, workers' comp is the money. The money, workers' comp is the money. The money, where my mom, Jacob, mommies that can get them hands up like money coming from.
To be honest, man, like when I do these interviews, or you know what I mean, I really don't do these interviews. I'm not a person that I'll be in front of the camera sometimes, and you know what I'm saying, but it usually be about other stuff. But this is kind of different, you know what I mean. So I can be able to talk how I feel, you know what I'm saying, and just say the truth. When it comes to wrestling, and people would maybe say this, but for me, this is honest. I really don't I'm not trying to make it to like WWE, even if they don't want me. Like, I'm not the best wrestler in the world, you know what I'm saying? Or TNA or ROH. I'm worried about House of Glory, you know what I'm saying? And actually, in my opinion, the biggest company besides House of Glory, like in the Northeast, is Pro Wrestling Syndicate, and I wrestle for them all the time. That's a company that I'm loyal to them too. Like, you know what I'm saying? They always treat me well. They're real professional over there, and I'm cool with the promoter and all that. So, like anybody else, I'm not trying to talk bad about no other. God bless all the promotion. I want everybody to make money. You know what I'm saying? But I just more worried about House of Glory. I wrestle each other like 100 times.
Yeah, and I watched through maybe 5 clips through timeline consumption, and I watched the evolution of your look and wrestling style, and the professionalism that came with it through that timeline. So it's crazy. So
you had mentioned off the camera that I looked like a little kid.
Yeah.
You want to hear something about that? In 2000, 2001, you know what I mean? Some 2002, and I was small. I was small. Yeah. I was like 130 pounds, skinny, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Braids. But what happened was, like, people make mistakes when they're younger. You know what I'm saying? And I had got incarcerated. You know what I mean? I would see with Red and the other people, like the Quiet Storms and the group that we had together, that we used to always be together and wrestle for all these companies. They took it more serious than I did. You know what I'm saying? I did it, honestly, I did it because those are my friends, and I like wrestling. I loved wrestling. You know what I mean? I watched wrestling since I was younger. So I never took it serious. I was always in the streets. You know what I mean? Doing things I was not supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I used to come and wrestle sometimes, but I used to be in the streets. And what happened was, you know how it is when you from the streets? You know what I mean? A lot of people who are watching this know what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? You get caught up, and I had got incarcerated, got locked up, and I did some time. Style and stuff like that.
I stole a lot of his moves.
Nah. Well, y'all both, you know what I mean? That's what's perfect for you two guys. That's why when I was like, who got put with AJ Styles, and when you got released, I was like, oh, I gotta put this guy.
Yeah. It was perfect timing, because I mean, that when you spoke to me that day, that was the Wednesday I quit. The Saturday I did that show.
Yeah, it's perfect. You know what? You want to hear something that I didn't know how to contact you? Yeah. So once I seen that you was promoted for them, then I was like, this is perfect. I'm gonna talk to him face to face.
How's it going?
I feel like you stressed out, so you
just got off the fucking fight, bro. What up, man? One of my nice, the handsome South African fellow is calling me handsome. I appreciate that. We're gonna be best friends now, PJ Black. And that's who I have in the studio with me today. PJ Black, formerly known as Justin Gabriel.
Yep.
And it's weird because when I was telling people that you were coming up here, they were like, who's PJ Black? And then I'm like, Justin Gabriel. Is it still a weird transition to go through because that company rebrands you? I think you should do that. All right, so 16, you started wrestling because you moved with your pop.
Yep.
Now, you're a second-generation superstar.
Right.
Something that not a lot of people know, or it wasn't even common knowledge when you were working with Connecticut.
Yep.
Okay, so let's talk about your dad. How was that relationship with that?
Man, he was my best friend. We did everything together. And, you know, like my mom was the kind of strict one. My dad was the cool one. We can kind of relate. He took me to my first nightclub when I was like 13. He told the bouncer that I was a midget. You know, that's the type of dude he was. You know, he never drank or smoked or anything. He was just a fucking cool dude. You know, we got on really well. When I was 18, he got shot. We lived in a real dangerous area. Something I don't really talk about too often, but you know, it happened, and like my whole world just crashed after that. And I kind of like packed a backpack, moved to Europe. I had like $50 in my pocket, and yeah. Do you want to hear more about that story?
Yeah, you have the most amazing life ever. We'll talk about wrestling in a minute, but okay. So, we're so telling bitches that we did that together. Like, yo, yeah, we splunked, no homo pause. Like, you gotta do that, like, especially if it's in New York, because they don't know what splunking's gonna be like. You know what I mean? But we did that, no homo pause, and you just let's do it. We're hanging out tonight. We're going. We're just gonna pick up chicks. I'm down.
Let's do it.
Let's just do it. Be like, hey, baby, I base jumped off Niagara Falls. Suck it. It's on my Instagram.
You want any information? We got we actually have a huge show, August 21.
Oh, I know.
No, it's gonna be huge. I know you know.
I know.
I hope all these people that are listening right now, when you find out, you know what I mean, get your butts over here. It's gonna be a huge show, and when this is gonna air?
This is probably gonna be in like 4 days.
4 days?
Yeah.
All right, cool. We got Rey Mysterio Jr. You know what I mean? It's gonna be our show's tomorrow. We're gonna promote it tomorrow, announce it tomorrow. So it's gonna be Amazing Red versus Rey Mysterio
So let me
Jr.
get this straight. The Red's Dream Match, and if you want to listen to that podcast, go to EmilioSparks.com.
Absolutely.
It's the Amazing Red episode. It's me and Spriggan. We're talking MO316.
Yes.
We're talking all this cool stuff, and he talks about a dream match that should have been years in the making.
Yes.
And now it's finally happening.
And
so it is August 21st,
Yes.
2015.
Yes.
HouseOfGloryOnline.com
Yes.
presents
Presents
the Amazing Red versus Rey Mysterio.
House of Glory Wrestling presents at last. That means it's
official tissue.
It's official tissue. Amazing Red versus the legend Rey Mysterio Jr. So it's about to go down. It's
This
gonna
is
be crazy.
epic.
Epic.
This is
Oh,
crazy.
I'm gonna buy
God-
my tickets
God is
today
good.
for that show.